I was happening, y'all? It's your boy Rico from Street Scores, and today we're doing a UGA commit film session for 4-star. I mean, honestly, I think he has 5-star talent, and according to On3, he's the 22nd overall player. So when it's all said and done, when they finally give out the 5-stars, he will be a 5-star, because typically, like, the top 30 players are 5-stars. Same thing with Joseph Jonah and John Ye. He's going to be a 5-star by the time, like, they finish their rankings and stuff like that. So he's a 4-star right now, but he has 5-star potential. And if Todd Hartley likes you, I mean, there's something there. Now, 247 and all those other places don't have him as high as On3. On3 has him as the 22nd overall player, #1 overall tight end. And the only reason he's the #2 player out of Missouri is because, according to On3, the best player out of this entire high school class, regardless of state or position, is Williams Noneri, who I hope we end up getting as well. That's a 5-star plus type of guy. But either way, we're here to talk about Jaden Reddell. I have tight end, wide receiver, because as you see from his tape that we're going to look at, a lot of receiver potential. Now, granted, I've watched clips and highlights like I typically do in my film sessions. I try to avoid watching their huddle because I want y'all to get like the live reactions, like the genuinely first time I've seen that play with y'all type of reactions, like, ooh, look at that, you know what I'm saying? So it's going to be a film session. I'm going to try to break down technique and things like that. I'm going to analyze everything. But at the same time, as a UGA fan, I can't help but be passionate and react like a fan when it comes to a lot of great stuff. Because at the end of the day, when they're making great plays, I'm a fan and I'm excited. Just to let you know, just go ahead and warn y'all, because I know some people prefer to get straight to the film session. You may just want to go ahead and skip ahead, because I do like to talk about the player as far as like overall UGA recruiting and stuff like that. So if you just the type that want to get straight to the film session, go ahead and skip ahead a little bit, because I'm about to dive into him. Before we even get to the film session, before we even get to the intro to this video, I just want to talk about him personally. So first of all, I see him as more of like, I mean, he is like a tight end wide receiver blend type of guy. So we're gonna have to work with him to improve his blocking, to develop that. But as of right now, as a receiving threat, he's different, dog. He's different. He's a 5-star all day. Now, remember, we flipped Landon Thomas from Florida State, and then later on he ended up flipping back to Florida State from us. And he's from the state of Georgia, but he's from like South Georgia, to where it's closer. I think he's even closer to Florida State than he is Athens. I mean, that's just how it works sometimes with the way that Georgia's built. But either way, a lot of people prefer Landon Thomas. A lot of people prefer Jaden Reddell. I'm not going to be that UGA fan. I'm never going to be that UGA fan that just hates on a prospect because they flipped away from us. Just like with DeMarcus Riddick potentially flipping from us to Alabama or Auburn. We're getting Justin Williams in his place, and in most places that you look at, I think all ranking systems have Justin Williams as the better player. But I'm not just going to hate on DeMarcus Riddick as if, like, oh, he was never going to be good anyway. And I'm not going to do that with Landon Thomas either. But I'm very excited about Jaden Reddell, just like I'm very excited about potentially getting Justin Williams. If I had to pick between Justin Williams and DeMarcus Riddick, I would choose Justin Williams for, if anything, just the crazy ceiling. He's played linebacker less than DeMarcus Riddick, so of course he's a little bit behind in development slightly. But if we're talking about ceiling, he has one of the highest ceilings I've seen from a linebacker to come out of high school probably in years. His ceiling is ridiculous, and I trust, if anything, the UGA coaching staff with all those guys, Glenn Schumann, all of them, to develop that guy and turn him into a monster. Turn him into the next Georgia great linebacker. I mean, you saw the Madden ratings that came out. Roquan Smith was rated the best linebacker in football. And I'm not going to lie, even as a UGA fan, I kind of disagree. I think Fred Warner honestly should be the best linebacker when you're doing the Madden ratings and stuff like that. But I can see it's kind of like a popularity contest, so I'm not surprised. But Fred Warner's different, dog. And I'm happy that a Georgia player is #1. But it's just even more criminal that Fred Warner's not even in the top 10 of Madden ratings. That's what's insane. But that's a whole nother rant that we could go on. But either way, the next great Georgia linebacker, Roquan Smith, we have Nakobe Dean, Quay Walker, all of those guys. That linebacker class we just came in with just in the 2023 class is absolutely insane. Arguably the best linebacker class in college football history that we've ever seen, man. I'm really excited about those guys. So the reason that, you know, Justin Williams may even just be looking at other schools is because playing time. But I think if he wants to go be the greatest he can be, and if he's willing to wait, or if he's great enough, Kirby Smart will start you immediately. And the reason I'm talking about that for Justin Williams is because it translates to Jaden Reddell. We have so many tight ends. Todd Hartley has all kinds of guys coming in. We already have a 5-star tight end. Elias Williams, I think that's how you pronounce his name, in the 2025 class. Like, we just have tight ends flowing in. But at the very least, if you're Jaden Reddell, you can look and be like, well, I mean, I know Lawson Lucky and Oscar Delp and all of those guys are there, but Brock Bowers is leaving for the draft after this season. So even though these other guys have been there before me, they may not be Brock Bowers at least. So he has a fair chance at earning some playing time very early on. I know Lawson Lucky is going to definitely play early because you can argue he's already our second best tight end, and he's a really good blocker. I think he's going to be a great dual threat tight end. Jaden Reddell, again, not the best blocker yet, but he could develop into it, especially when you're looking at his size. I mean, 6'4", 230. Add even a little bit more weight to him if you want to, and you potentially have a really good dual threat tight end. And dual threat, I keep emphasizing that because being a great receiving tight end is great. The Mike Gesicki's of the world, all of that type of stuff, that's great. But if you can be a guy that can block and receive, you keep the defense balanced, because you being on the field doesn't automatically signal that we're obviously passing the ball, because all you can do is be a receiving threat. You can't block. So even if we do run the ball, we're not going to run it to your side. So the defense pretty much already knows what's going to happen. And if we do run it to your side, it's going to be a disaster anyway. So I love my dual threat tight ends, not just an elite receiving tight end. Then again, it's not the NFL. You can kind of get away with it in college not being able to block so well, but I really hope that we can develop Jaden Reddell into a blocker. And literally, receiving tight end wise, he's a top 10 player, 5-star player, obviously. I think the reason he's ranked 22nd overall but on 3, and even lower than that according to 247, 52nd overall, 4th best tight end and things like that, I think the reason he's that low is literally just because they're waiting to see if he can block. If he can block, if he can go out there and develop his blocking early on, he's clearly a 5-star player, and there's no debate, because receiving-wise, he's easily a 5-star player. You can argue he's one of the best receivers in this draft. Receiver, tight end, whatever you want to draft, my fault. I'm getting ahead of myself, in this high school class. He's just that talented, man. You can't teach. My thing with Jaden Reddell, and the reason I'm so excited about him, and even guys like Justin Williams, Dylan Raiola, a lot of these guys with ridiculous ceilings, is because they're good to elite, great, at the very least, at things that you just can't teach. We can teach you the other stuff, but the stuff that you're great at, elite at, you can't teach, and most players don't have that. You're born with that. You develop it early, just at a natural age or whatever. But like as a coach, we can't get you to receive the ball the way Jaden Reddell does. So he already does the hard stuff well. We got to make him do the easier but slightly more important stuff better, and then you have another first-round tight end a few years after Brock Bowers, and probably in a line of like Brock Bowers and Oscar Delp, then Lawson Lucky and those guys that we got in the 2023 class, and then Jaden Reddell. It may just be first round tight ends back to back to back to back. Jaden Reddell may be the next in line of that. But again, I'm sorry for talking so long. Again, I like to talk about the recruiting side of things, not just the film session. I like to do a full breakdown, because me as a Georgia fan, if I were watching film sessions, I would want somebody to do this. So that's why I wanted to go ahead and warn y'all to go ahead and skip ahead a few minutes if you just only care about the film session. I try to give y'all that fair warning. I'm not trying to get y'all to just stay here forever to get my watch hours up or nothing. I just genuinely love UGA. I'm passionate about it. So again, if I were a fan that were looking for film sessions, I want people to do deep dives into the recruiting class, how he fits, will he be able to start early. I try to talk about all that type of stuff so y'all can have a good grasp of who he is and where we project him to be before we even dive into the film session. You already know his player profile, what he's pretty good at, like a general grasp of what he's good at, a general grasp of what he needs to work on, areas of opportunity, and then we're going to go into the film session with that and make our own opinion, take our own opinions from that. So yeah, before we dive into this video, make sure you stiff arm that like button, stiff arm the subscription button, and stiff arm the bell next to it, because I'm coming with constant content for my UGA channel. Sorry I haven't been doing videos for the past few days, because my commanders have just been extremely busy with us selling the team from Dan Snyder to Josh Harris. So I've been really busy with that. That's my primary channel right now with the first one, but the UGA channel, I'm trying to get that just as big, if not bigger, than my Street Scores channel, because I'm just as much of a diehard UGA fan. So make sure y'all support the channel, subscribe to it, because I'm coming with film sessions, and I'm not just gonna only be a film session guy. I'm working on other content for this channel as well, so make sure you stay tuned. Without further ado, man, instead of wasting more of y'all time, let's get it.
Let's start that meeting. I wanted to go play right there.
Again, before we dive into this, he's 6'4", 230, and he claims on his Twitter account, he has in his bio that he runs a 4.41, which is, if that's true, that's ridiculous. That is alien-like. That is absolutely insane. That's faster than Darnell Washington and Brock Bowers. That is freakish stuff at 6'4", 230, running a 4.41 is absolutely insane. Now, when you look on Google, they say the most recent confirmed time that he ran was a 4.5, and I don't know if they mean 4.5 flat or he ran in the 4.5s, but either way, at 6'4", 230 pounds, 4.5 anything is ridiculous. But I'm telling you, if he runs a 4.41 for real at 6'4", 230, he is one of the best athletes we've seen come out of high school of all time. So I don't know if that's true or not. That's what he claims on his Twitter bio. I can't wait to get an official laser on that and for us to truly see him out there practicing for Georgia, because I'm pretty sure he's going to be like an early enrollee, all that type of stuff. I'm really excited about seeing him. Of course, he's committed to Georgia. I'm pretty sure he's going to stay. I don't see him flipping at all. Todd Hartley is the GOAT, but a lot of UGA's assistant coaches and recruiters are stepping up big time as well. So the fact that we don't even know for sure if Todd Hartley is our best recruiter right now, because everybody else is stepping up big time. I mean, Fran Brown is out here committing outside of his position group. He's supposed to be our DB's coach, but he's out here getting offensive linemen from the Northeast because that's where he's from. He has the I'm hearing reports that he has a lot to do with this Justin Williams commitment, which is in Texas. And again, he's a DB's coach. I mean, I know Justin Williams used to be a safety, but he's clearly coming here to play Mike linebacker. So Fran Brown has his hand in everything. You can argue Fran Brown is the MVP. All of these coaches that we have recruiting for us and stuff like that. But Todd Hartley is still one of the GOATs, if not the GOAT. Todd Hartley is ridiculous. Don't take anything away from him. He's just kind of lost a little steam because we're not really recruiting any other tight ends. Pretty much all the tight ends we wanted, we either took them or they're already recruited elsewhere. So, you know, we kind of forget about Todd Hartley. We've been talking about Fran Brown and Glenn Schumann and all these guys more recently. But I'm telling you, man, don't forget about Todd Hartley, and you're going to see why you shouldn't forget about him, because to be able to get this guy, especially the way that we did, we kind of, I think we started recruiting him a little late. Either way, man, to be able to pull this guy in, I'm telling you, he's a freak athlete. Again, I've only seen a few highlights. I try to avoid watching too much on a player because I try to make sure these film sessions are raw, genuine, authentic reactions, live reactions with y'all, you know, just like y'all are seeing it. So let's go ahead and rewind this a little bit. Let's go. Number 23 is a really weird number too for a tight end. That's really interesting. That's literally a cornerback number. You can't even you can't even excuse that as a running back number. So he's over here at the top, and then he's running, I mean, not the most pristine route, I would say. Not the most crisp like route running, technically like nuance and stuff. Like that route he hit, it wasn't like a lot of, I mean, there was some twitch to it. Like, if we're talking about raw athlete, and then we got to remember, it's not like I'm doing a film session of college players going to the NFL or even NFL film sessions. I am doing high school to college film sessions. If anything, junior year, not even senior year. Their senior years are coming up. So we got to remember to not be too critical of the technique. But at the same time, there wasn't a lot of technique there. But at the same time, when you're this much more athletic than everybody, you don't even feel like you need technique. If you could just run by everybody without even doing crisp route running with crisp footwork, it looked like that was just lazy. But I mean, did he need to not be lazy when he's just the fastest guy out there, even though he's one of the biggest as well, the best athlete on the field? This guy is different, man. Jaden Reddell. And I mean, I just wanted to go ahead and get that out the way because, again, I don't want to just be a homer. I don't want to only talk about the positives. Just on the negative side, there wasn't much nuance or crispness to that route running. But was there fluidity? Yes, there was. There was great fluidity. The athleticism. I mean, the burst. I mean, he just got up out of there. I mean, one thing, I don't know if that was according to coaching or whatever, or if that was him on his own, but he broke and made that move on his route as soon as the safety looked away. Like, as soon as the safety turned his hips and faced his back inside, Jaden Reddell took that. Like, oh, okay, you want to... So I don't know if that was just perfect time and a coincidence, or if he recognized that and was like, okay, now that's the perfect time. I'm going to try to go this way a little bit, make him think I'm going this way, and then go the other way. All right, let's look at this play. Yeah, he's just more athletic than everybody. He's just more athletic. And then, great throw too. Just outran him. He's just a freak athlete. A lot of this is just going to be freak athleticism. Good catch right there. Oh my God, so he's strong too, but you got to remember 6'4", 230. So that shows at times. But again, he's way too fast to be as big as he is. I like the fact that he found that little underneath area to give his quarterback the area that's, you know, a nice little pocket to throw it. And then I don't know what all that was after that. So again, just to look at it, I like this right here. Just sit in the area real quick, find the opening in the zone. That's a heads up play. That's some nuance. That's some nuance right there. The heads up play to like, all right, let me find where it's a little soft zone at, where the hole in the zone is. Get right there so the quarterback can get it to me. And then it just bogard your way, just run people over. You see how you put that shoulder on, buddy? 2 of those guys were waiting on him. They're waiting on him. What happened? How did he get through? Did they not want to tackle him? They just saw a 6'4", 230 guy running at him and got scared and didn't even want to attempt to tackle him. And then you got manufactured touches for a tight end. Is crazy, dog. Like, no, we're not even going to throw it to you when you're necessarily open. We're going to give you the ball as soon as possible. This play is designed pre-snap to get you the ball and let you just use your athleticism to outrun people. And there we go. The angle erasing. I'm telling you, Georgia has a bunch of angle erasers in this class, dog. Because these guys right here should have him. You have the angle. You have the angle, but Jaden Reddell is an angle eraser. What can you do, man? He's more athletic than everybody on the field and bigger than everybody, so it's not fair. You see the strength and you also see the speed. You have all of the tools in the shed to work with. You have a ball of clay. Look at the jump ball ability. Oh, my God, that's beautiful. That's unfair. Athleticism, size, strength, ridiculous speed and quickness, and then the jump ball ability in the hands is insane, dog. Again, if we're not talking about, oh, my God, good way to high point that ball. That's beautiful. If we're not talking like tight end wise blocking and stuff like that, if we're just talking pure receiver, he's a 5-star receiver to me. I honestly think so. Because look at this, bro. Now, it may not be the best level of competition, but what is going on here? What is going on here right now, man? What are we doing? What are we doing? That's him at the top of the screen. We kind of lose him a little bit. Okay. Good throw. One-handed? One-handed from my boy, Jaden Reddell. Look at. Come on now. Now, coach may yell at you like, why didn't you just go up with your second hand? But maybe it was out of reach slightly. He had to go up there. But the way he caught it, he kind of like caught it in his elbow. I feel like he could have gotten both hands out there to catch that. But either way, one-handed is very impressive, but they're going to coach that out of him. You need to go up there with 2 hands every time you get a chance to. But either way, let's see what we got. Out the screen again. I don't know why the camera isn't just following this guy every play, because he is the offense. He's the whole game. Everybody's here. All of the college coaches potentially watching this game are here for him. So I don't even know why the camera isn't following him. But that was a great catch, man. That's some of that back shoulder stuff. I'm telling you, back shoulder catches are some of the hardest catches to make as a receiver, bro. I mean, just think about it. Just imagine yourself running full speed and you have to catch a ball coming from this way behind you like this. You know how difficult that is? And he has that. That's one of those things that's just like, I mean, it's technically teachable, but a lot of people in the NFL still aren't that great at that. And like, you think it's teachable. You think logically, like if you just keep working on it, you can. But the fact that he's naturally good at it is great. I like that route too a little bit. And they just throw that up there like, yeah, go ahead. I love the two tap on the sideline. Good job. Good feet right there as well. Another positive trait. I don't know what's going on here. I mean, it's like he acted like he wasn't going to get the ball. Oh my God, severely underthrown. Great concentration to come down with this ball anyway. This is a weird play though. Like, was he acting like he wasn't going to get the ball? He was kind of running slow, like just chilling. Muddy water, muddy sand. Okay. And then just takes off. And then if that wasn't underthrown, that's a touchdown. If Dylan Raiola throwing that ball, that's a touchdown. That's what's the beautiful thing about having Dylan Raiola. Because a lot of these plays, these guys are making good catch too in traffic. Good catch. Weird throw, kind of like an inaccurate a little bit. Not great ball placement, but he still came down with it. Again, back shoulder catch, kind of like that. That's difficult, man. That's good stuff right there. I'm really excited about that, bro. This guy has all of the tools to be an elite pass catching tight end, wide receiver, whatever you want to call him. He's going to be a tight end for us, though, for sure. We're just going to have to improve his blocking. But right now, I mean, at the very least, he's a Mike Gesicki. Like at the, good catch. Through commotion and chaos, through contact. I mean, first of all, hands catcher. Let's talk about that too. That's big for any receiving target, any receiver, tight end, even running backs. If you're a hands catcher, that's going to go a long way. If you catch it with your hand instead of your body, you're going to be a way more consistent catcher. And that he goes up with his hands and then all that contact and he still holds on to it without his body being involved is insane. So he has really strong hands, really sure, strong hands, dependable target. Good route right there too. Again, not the most crisp route, but he just leaves guys. You see that separation? Do you see that separation? That tackle was a little wild though. But again, you see he's over here. Do you see the separation? He just follow him. Just, golly, man. Dylan Raiola, this is a touchdown. Instead of underthrowing it like that, just keep throwing it to the angle he's going like this way, and that's a touchdown. We got him on this side again. Same route. You just not going to cover it? That was a pretty good throw that time, too. Good catch. Great concentration from him deep down the field. Him being a deep threat is crazy. Number 23 is so weird. That's such a weird number. Oh, my Lord. Was that a penalty? Was that a push-off? Oh, look at the footwork on the beginning. Oh, look at the release. Look at the release. He's going that way. I'm gone. Now, you didn't have to push off like that. You still had him beat even without the push off. But did y'all see that footwork? Oh my God, he may not even necessarily have pushed off. Maybe Buddy tripped after he got juked. Nah, that's straight push off. That's push off. Jaden Reddell, I'm not sure if you're going to get away with that at the next level. But either way, man, great play, man. I love just the trust in him, manufactured touches. They know they're throwing this ball to him before the snap's even called. Before they even snap the ball, we know this is going to Jaden Reddell. And I love that. When you're that much of the offense, when you're used to carrying an offense to that level, when you get to Georgia and you don't have to carry the offense, just imagine how great he's going to be to be able to just play freely. He's a guy that's used to being the entire offense for a high school team. He's going to go to Georgia and just be another good piece, great piece or whatever. So that's going to translate. Oh my God. Y'all saw how crazy contested that was? All that contact? Oh my God. And to still get your feet in bounds and hold on to the ball through all of that? Oh my God, yo, the rest of college football is going to hate going against this guy. Oh my God, great balance through the contact. You're getting tackled as you're catching the ball, and you just stonewalled him. This guy, you have your back to him, and this guy looks like you tackled him. Like, it looks like the defender got tackled. Like, oh my God, the strength is ridiculous. To have all of that strength in this package is crazy. All right, so we got him in like a weird bunch formation. He's coming across the great hands. Great hands. Love the way that he high points the ball. He jumps a little early. You can tell he has basketball experience. He even has basketball highlights on Huddle. I saw that. I accidentally clicked on those before I clicked on this. So I had to edit that out, which was kind of funny. But like, you could tell he's a basketball player the way he jumped for this. Like, he jumps early, and like, if this ball were thrown even like 5 inches higher, he would have caught it easily, because this guy's ready to go up even higher if he needs to, but he jumps so high, he ends up catching it right here instead of here. That's that jump ball ability. That's that basketball experience. I love my athletes to play other sports, especially a tight end playing basketball, because you know how to box people out from rebounding. You know how to high point the ball from rebounding, going up to get it. That's going to be big. And then the footwork as well. Oh my God, that was a good ball, and that was a good route, man. And just to box that guy out, he didn't even get a lot of separation. But that, oh, never mind. Do you see that little speed boost he got at the end? The little zoom, I'm out. Yeah. And then even then, he's 6'4", 230. That guy wasn't gonna even be able to get around him to bat the ball down. He would have just boxed him out anyway. So yeah, Jaden Reddell is ridiculous, man. This is so fun. Oh yeah, and all right. So this is where it starts. This is the chess match. These are things that Georgia can do with them as well, where the team is just so frightened about him beating them deep that they start to play back, and then you give them opportunities like that underneath. They're just so unearthly afraid of him beating them deep that they just play off 8 yards, and then you just get him the ball immediately and let him make plays like that with his natural athleticism that, again, most people in life don't have, let alone in this class. This is him underneath coming back for the ball, making people miss. The yards after catch ability is insane, bro. Arguably the best yards after catch ability in this whole class right here. Look at that. Oh my God. Look at the tracking. The way to make him. I love how he sets himself up to make an easier catch. Some people, this will be a contested catch because they don't set themselves up. They don't set this up for an easier catch. He's making things easier on himself because he's going to the guy. All right, let me get ready. And right before the ball gets here, I'm going to get away from you a little bit and go catch it. So I'm not afraid of the contact while the ball's in the air. While the ball's in the air, I'm going to go to you and everything. Get you. Then as soon as it comes, I'm ready. And I love that. He made that catch way easier than a lot of people would have. And that's some nuance there. There's still some rawness, but that's some really good nuance right there. And oh my God, that was a nice route. That was a nice route. That was a nice route. Again, making it easier on himself and the quarterback, because he's literally just running into this guy. Like, I don't care. You trying to press man me? You dare to press man me? I'm just going to run straight in you and then go inside a little bit. The ball's going to be there waiting on me, and there's nothing you can do. I'm bigger than you. I'm faster than you. What can you do? Here we go again. Afraid of getting beat deep. Just throw it underneath. Good job. Good recognition by the offensive coordinator to be like, okay, we beat them deep enough. They're afraid of him. Pre-snap, almost 10 yards away. Just get it to him underneath. Let him run. Make him backpedal a little bit, then stop. Ball should have been there quicker. I'm not going to lie. From the quarterback, that ball should have been there quicker. But either way, still good play. And oh my God, the strength. It takes 2 guys to bring him down, even barely. I love it. And then again, oh my God, there's even more separation. Did you see how far off that corner was from him? Oh my God. Oh, and then look at the athleticism. Oh, look at the yards after catch ability. But look at this. What is going on here? And then even, oh my God, look at the ridiculous amount of separation. And even though he's more than 10 yards away, like 13 yards away, basically, even with that cushion pre-snap, he starts to backpedal and run away as the ball is snapped. And all you got to do is just run, give it to him underneath and let him make plays. They're scared to death to get beat deep. So just eat him up for 20 yards at a time underneath because he's a just ridiculous athlete. I'm telling you, Georgia, Mike Bobo is going to get a hold of this guy. It's going to be unfair. Oh, my God. The way he's breaking tackles before he even touches the ground. Like, this is ridiculous. Again, the funniest thing about Jaden Reddell is when people try to hit him, it looks like he tackled them. I love that. These guys look like they're getting tackled by the receiver. Oh my God, and I love the trust right here to get it. So underthrown a little bit, but I mean there was a safety lurking, so I'm not mad at that. They kind of had to, but you could have thrown that more to the sideline better for him. But great concentration on his end to be able to turn his body around, contort it like that, not lose balance, and then still come down with it and catch it like that. Great play, man. Jaden Reddell has all of the tools you need to be an elite tight end at the college level. I'm telling you, bro. I'm not going to say he's going to be a Brock Bowers, but when we're talking about athleticism and potential, it's there, bro. And I like that route right there, too. Again, it's a little bit easier when guys are afraid of you beating them deep, but that's a great double move. He started with a fade route and then cut it inside, and the guy was lost. Again, I'm not sure if this is him, but it's like it seems like when these guys turn their backs on the inside of the field, that's when he takes it up the inside of the field because there's no way they're going to be able to turn around quick enough to do anything with him. The quarterback gets him the ball, and he's wide open, bro. He's getting open so consistently, and it's ridiculous because he's clearly the best player on the team. He's the one the defense needs to focus on the most, and he's still finding a way to get open. Great catch right there, too. Ball was a little late. Still great catch. Still great catch. Oh, that poor little DB thought he had a chance to. Look at him. He had a little bit of hope that he would actually get that. Oh, poor baby. You thought, boy. You thought. And before we go, I also wanted to take a look at some of the highlights from one of these camps he went to, bro. Oh, my God. If you aren't a believer in him yet from the film session we just watch this. I mean, it's really nothing for me to talk about. He's head-topping people. His contested catches, his high pointing, his catch rate is 99. That's one-handed through traffic. That's one-handed through traffic right there. This is head top. The guy's in front of him. He snatches it like this. Come on, dog. All right. What's this? Look at the, oh my God, great ball too, but great. You see how he contorted his body, still tapped both feet in. Oh my, and then he did it again. All right, so they said, let's double team him this time. Okay, doesn't work. Let's triple team him this time. Still doesn't work. Come on, and then he can do a backflip. 6'4", 230 does a backflip like that. Oh my God, bro, this man is different. Again, I wanted to show y'all that just straight through once, and now I want to take some time to really just analyze this like one-handed. Did you see how, oh, that's filthy, bro. That's filthy. And then this contested catch right here, oh my God, underthrown, and he just literally takes it away from Buddy. Look at this, give me that head top, like, come on, like, give me them. Oh my God, that is terrible. Poor baby, that's embarrassing. Whoever that DB is, that's embarrassing, dog. Oh my God, he looked lost. And then just holding it with one hand like the ball's just a little, like an apple to him. Then that contested catch is crazy. That's one play. Again, this one you just saw is a whole nother play. It almost looks the same because they're equally as great, but these are two different plays. That's one, ridiculous. And then this is another this is not the same play from different angles. That is two different plays. Then double teamed, strapped too. Like the guy's on him on that play. Like the guy is definitely on him on this upcoming play. I'm sorry for rewinding too far, but this guy's there. Good ball. Even better catch, dog. Good defense too, but just even better catch. Double team. All right, so F it. Let's triple team him. Still doesn't work. Look at all these people around him. Look at all of this. Look at all that traffic. Oh my God. And then the backflip is just ridiculous, bro. Yeah, Jaden Reddell's, man. Georgia got one. I don't know what all these people are talking about with him being a 4-star. You just can't teach that. That in Georgia's hands is extremely deadly. I'm so excited, man. But yeah, man, that's the end of this film session. Again, make sure you stiff arm that like button, stiff arm that subscription button, and stiff arm the bell next to it so you get a notification each and every time I release these film sessions. And again, I'm a huge UGA fan, so I don't even want to just be the film session guy and that's it. Now, I could be known for that, but this channel isn't only going to be film session. We're going to do a lot of stuff, so it's a lot of content on the way, but also a lot of film sessions on the way as well. We still got to do the rest of this recruiting class. We have the offensive linemen like Nair Daniels and Daniel Calhoun and Michael Weenie, all of them guys. I mean, even Malachi Tolliver all the way back. We have so many guys that are already committed, like Justin Green, the defensive lineman from Gwinnett. We have so many guys we still got to do film sessions on, so I'm trying to catch up, especially before we start to get all of these commits coming in from all of these 5 stars, because I think we have a great chance at Williams Noeri, Williams Noenary. I don't know how you exactly pronounce it, but Justin Williams, KJ Bolden, Nathaniel Frazier. I think we have a great chance at all of those guys. I think we're gonna finish this class with probably 6, 7 5 stars. Is ridiculous, because again, Joseph Jonah Janya and Jalen Reddell are going to be 5 stars by the time this recruiting class ends. And then we already have Dylan Raiola. It's gonna get dangerous. And imagine if Brian Hartline from Ohio State takes the job at Northwestern or something like that, and then we're able to flip Jeremiah Smith because of that. Oh my God, that would be chef kiss. I doubt it. Don't believe in that. I'm just saying that as a scenario. But the other ones, KJ Bolden, Nate Frazier, Justin Williams, Williams Noeri, I'm actually quite confident that we probably will end up with all 4 of those guys, or at the very least 3 of them. I do feel confident in that just from everything I've read. You know, I'm a huge UGA fan, so I'm subscribed to like Brooks Austin Patreon. I'm subscribed to On3, all of their stuff. Like, I watch all of the YouTube channels. I follow all of the articles. I follow everybody on Twitter. I read articles every day. I'm in the message boards reading all of the forums every day and stuff like that. So just from all of the information I've put together from all of the different sources that I check into literally every day, because again, I'm a passionate fan just like y'all are, it seems like they were quite likely to get all of those guys. But again, that's kind of off topic. This was a Jaden Reddell film session. I just wanted to give y'all the reason to be optimistic, even outside of the fact that we already have this guy committed. Jaden Reddell is a monster dog. He's a different type of guy. They don't make guys like this. 6'4", 230, this fluid, this fast. Again, no blocking in his tape at all, so that's a problem. That's a worry. We're gonna work on that, but I feel like at the very least his floor is Mike Gesicki. His floor has to be Mike Gesicki. I'm telling you. And that is a floor is ridiculous. If we can get him to block better, who knows what he can become? He can become ridiculous. I'm telling you, bro, he looks like another first-round prospect for us to come out of the draft within the next 4 years. So I'm really excited. Next 4 or 5 years, I'm really excited about Jaden Reddell. I'm telling y'all, one of the more slept-on players in this whole recruiting class. Because again, people see 4-star and just assume they can't be that good. But I'm telling y'all, this guy's a 5-star for real. To be completely honest, he is a 5-star. Again, to be 6'4", 230, and he claims he runs a 4.41, but even if it's not a 4.41, if it's a 4.5 and 6'4", 230, that's absolutely insane, especially from a junior. Again, everything we watched today, junior, not a senior, junior. Imagine when he's a senior, he's older, he develops his body a little bit more, and gets to Georgia and gets in that Georgia weight program, that Georgia nutrition program, gets coached up by our coaches and stuff like that. We are the best. One thing about Georgia, the one thing you can't take away from us is that we are the best developers in the country. We can argue recruiting here and there depending on the year and stuff like that, but as far as development, we got it. I mean, the fact that we set a record for the most players drafted in one draft in NFL history is enough there. But we also develop 2 stars, 3 stars, no star guys better than any other school in college right now. I mean, of course, when you get a guy like Malachi Starks or Michael Williams, you get these elite 5-star type of guys, you kind of expect them to be great, and that's great and all too. But the one thing that Georgia does better than anybody else in the country is develop guys like Ladd McConkey that was like a 3-star. Stetson Bennett, no star. Like, I mean, we just do it over and over again. There's so many more examples, but I mean, I don't really need to really dive into that. Y'all already know as Georgia fans, but maybe there's some non-Georgia fans that are watching that just are unfamiliar with our game and what we're truly best at. I feel like that's probably one of the biggest reasons we won these past couple of championships, the fact that we're the best developers in college football. Recruiting's great, coaching's great, all of that's great, and you need all of that. And we're elite, if not the number one at all of those things. We're at least one of the best top 3. But the one thing for sure you cannot take away from Georgia, the one thing that we're for sure number one at, is development of players. Easily. It's not, I don't even think it's necessarily that close. And again, by the evidence of how we take no stars, 3 stars, and turn them into 5-star elite players, all SEC guys. You know what I'm saying? Championship guys, championship winners, all of that type of stuff. Real contributors, future, early round picks and stuff like that. So, man, and scouting too, because to find these 3 stars, not only to develop them, but to find these guys and see the talent in them that nobody else saw, we're elite at that as well. So, hey, man, Jaden Reddell is just another one of those guys, even though he's a 4-star. 4-star is still a really good rating. Don't get me wrong, but I'm telling you, he's 5-star. He's 5-star material all over. I'm telling you, some people may not know his name yet. You will within the next 2 years. I promise you that. But yeah, man, that's the end of this video. Again, I really appreciate the support. Stiff arm the like button, the subscription button, and the bell next to it. I'm gonna catch y'all later with another video. Appreciate y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all later. I'm out.